I have a secret to tell you, like actually a really good one. I found a community that nobody's talking about yet that has 40, 50, 60-foot lots with third-car garage options in a affordable neighborhood with great schools. Today, I want to show you this community. I want to show you what is possible out here, give you some insights on where it's at, and this might be a good fit for you and your family. Because here's the thing, the best deals happen when you're part of the first phase of a community. So, my name is Zach. I sell real estate here in DFW. Specifically, I sell a ton of new construction. So my goal is to always be a resource for you and your family when it comes to new construction homes and the best communities here in DFW. If you are here in DFW, you're looking for a new home, or you're relocating to DFW and you want to explore the benefits of new construction, my contact information is at the bottom of this video. I want to give it to you ahead of time, just so you know. You can reach out. I'm here to help. I want to help you. So let's go explore this new community. And if you stick around, I promise I'll show you some really cool stuff and you'll see where it's at. And this might be a good fit for you and your family. Let's go. All right, here we go. Welcome to Lakehaven. Beautiful, brand new community could be your next home. I'm excited to show it to you today. Part of what's going in so many of these new communities is amenity centers. So this particular one, we've got a pool. There's going to be playgrounds, pickleball courts, walking trails. So many of these new master plan communities are doing something similar to this. This is what makes your HOA price out about $65 a month. What you're paying for in that. So you can kind of see it behind me over here. It's not done yet because this is just the first phase. So I think, so this is the first street that I've really seen people living on. So really, you're getting in super early to this community, depending on when you're seeing this video. And of course, as always, we know pricing is best when you are first into a community. So some of these people that have already moved in probably got a really, really good deal. So I want to show you, I found the amenity center picture. So this is kind of what you can expect. You know, pretty people, resort style pools, the whole shooting match there. And again, $65 a month. To have all that, not a bad deal. So here in Lakehaven, you're gonna have two options for builders. You've got Trophy, and yes, that is a third car garage. They've got a couple different product lines. They've got 40, 50, and 60-foot lots. And your other builder you're gonna have is Meritage. So here's the thing, you're seeing a lot of the two of these builders paired up in a lot of different communities. Trophy's got the backing of Green Brick, and Green Brick is in property development. And so Meritage and Trophy have kind of come in and put together a partnership. And so usually when you see one, you see the other. At least here in DFW, they're kind of going together. So yeah, here's the Meritage. They've got two model homes, third car garage option as well. So I'm excited to show you some things out here today. And I think I could hit a bunch of different price points. And you'll actually be surprised with where we're starting at. Now, normally when I do these videos, we do model home tours. Today, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna walk you through some different inventory for both of these builders, kind of show you price point and what you're getting for what you're spending. But here's the deal with both of these builders. Both of them are going to be package design. So this is not a go to design center, pick everything you want style. That is not Trophy's play. That is not Meritage's play. Also, I know for sure Trophy and I think Meritage, they do all of their design in-house and it is picked by the sales counselor. So honestly, I think they've got a few different packages that they use, but for the most part, it's going to be picked by the sales counselor. And Trophy, I think particularly, is moving more toward a quick inventory, quick move-in option. So they're selling, you know, once they get to like frame stage, right? So they're putting product on the ground, selling it once it gets to frame stage. That is not bad. It's just, you know, for some people, it works better for their business model. I think that's the business model they're using. Meritage, I think, is moving to a similar one. It does not mean it's a bad product. It just means, hey, you're getting, it's professionally designed, it's done in a package, and you're not going to make any major changes. But with what they're including as standard features, you might be okay with that, especially when we start actually talking about pricing here in this neighborhood. So let's go journey through the neighborhood, see what we can find. I want to show you a couple options for both trophy and for Meritage, just to kind of give you some perspective on what you could get if you're willing to come to Farmersville. This first option I want to show you is, honestly, it's under 300,000. Like, and I'm not just saying like 299. These are like 275, 280. You got to understand though, so this would be a great starting point if you're just trying to get into the market, because it is only about 1,300 square feet. It is also not going to be full brick. You can kind of see the siding, so you can kind of see on that house over there kind of what the finished product is going to look like. But again, if you're trying to just get started in a home and you're like, hey, this is a better alternative than potentially renting, this could be a good starting point. Like I said, about 1,300 square feet, under 300. Kind of spinning around real quick, give you an idea. So here's your kitchen and living area, and then primary at the back. This is going to be on a 40-foot lot. So I want you to see kind of, it's not huge. Now obviously this is 2 yards, so there's 2 houses here, so there'll be a fence that runs right in the middle of it. You're still going to have a nice built-in shower and double vanity. And then you've got 2 more bedrooms kind of on the front side, but I think I missed. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, so 1. And 2. So still gonna get that modern kind of finish and design, but gonna be a little bit more of an affordable price point if you're wanting to start out. So not a bad option. Like I said, you lose the brick all the way around. You're gonna go to siding there, but that's a starting point. So I still got other things to show you here in the neighborhood, and that is a trophy one. They're gonna have some of those starter prices below 300. Meritage, I think their starting price is in the mid 3s. So 40-foot lot, starting price under 300. Come on. This one, if you're looking, this one kind of be one of the more expensive homes in the neighborhood. So 5-bed, 4-bath, almost 3,000 square feet. And yes, 3rd-car garage. But here's the deal, expensive, but under 450. So one of the pricier homes for this neighborhood, but not like gonna break the bank. Like I said, 5-bed, 4-bath, almost 3,000 square feet, 3rd-car garage, under 450. Let's go see. You kind of see this is a gas community. So you've got the separate range and oven, LVP throughout. So even though you're not getting necessarily to design, you're still getting a lot that goes into these homes. Trophy in their higher end series, or their like 60-foot series, you're gonna get the standard fireplace. You're gonna get the beautiful cathedral ceiling. And on a 60-foot lot, this is kind of what that yard would feel like. Wish they would have done a little bit bigger patio, but still a really great size yard. So Trophy's gonna have their like Texas Tree series out here, which is the 40-foot plans, which I'll show you one of those in a minute. And then their Trophy series, and then their Texas Trophy series, or no, Trophy series is gonna cover 50 and 60-foot lots. So those are gonna be available. Really some minor differences in those. It's the change in the kitchen a little bit. It's the addition of the fireplace, addition. Words are hard. The addition of the fireplace insert. You're gonna kind of see it's got a very, like, you can really start to tell Trophy homes by the design, I would tell you they're going to have probably a little bit more of a modern design than what you would see in a Meritage. So it really kind of comes down to, like, from quality standpoint, I think you're going to get about the same quality. So it really is kind of ultimately, hey, do I want more of a traditional design, or do I want something more contemporary that is different? And I think that's the leaning for which direction you go in terms of builders. One of the Meritage ones I want to show you is actually right across the street. So this is a 4.3, I think 2,700. Let me check my notes. Yeah, 4.3, almost 2,800 square feet with a 3-car tandem. See, right across the street, just a different feel. Let's go see if it's unlocked. We can check this one out. It's locked. I'll have to put this floor plan. We'll link it up above. But 4.3, 2,756 on the square footage, priced $420. So with a 3-car tandem. So it could be an option if you wanted to see something like that. Let me see if I can find one. Maybe we'll find a Meritage that's open. Like I said, there's not a ton of people that have moved in out here yet. There's a handful. This is kind of the downside also of shooting content on a Sunday morning sometimes, is there's nobody here to let me in. But that's okay. Let's keep exploring. Okay, so you don't get to move to Lakehaven without considering the school district, right? So if you're going to be part of Lakehaven, it means you're going to be part of Farmersville ISD, and you're going to be one of those fighting farmers. So school district right now, population of about 2,000 students, give or take. One elementary school, one intermediate school, one middle school, and one high school. Also, they have implemented a 4-day school week, so you can look up all the information about their school ratings, things like that. I'll put links down in the description below. But overall, rates out really well. But again, it's kind of small town, so you've got to, you get the good and bad that comes with that, right? So we're standing outside the really like the school complex. So like there's the football field, baseball and softball over there, the junior high, the high school. It all kind of sits on one area of ground. Farmersville ISD is doing a ton to improve their campuses, to improve their quality of life, to improve their students, and to continue to grow. Like I said, 4-day school week, which makes a big deal for some parents. It also makes it easier for some of these school districts to attract better talent in the classrooms. Don't know how long they'll keep doing that, but they're at least doing it for now. So we're probably, 5 minutes, 7 minutes up the road from Lakehaven. I would guess, and I don't know, I would guess with how big that neighborhood's going to be, at some point there's got to be plans for an elementary school to be in there, but I am not sure if there is yet or not. So Lakehaven means you get to be a fighting farmer. Let's take a quick break from being out here. I want to actually take you back into my office really quick, show you some things on the map, show you where we're actually located, what's going on in the city, close access to grocery stores, things like that. So let's go do that and talk taxes and all the other fun stuff that goes into buying in a neighborhood. Okay, I want to show you kind of on a map where we're talking about when we talk about Lakehaven, Farmersville, because if you're not in the metroplex, you're like, where the heck is that? Or honestly, even if you're in the metroplex, you might be like, where the heck is that? So I want to show you on the map. I want to kind of show you some things that might be around there to give you an idea of what you're getting yourself into if you choose to buy in this neighborhood. So let's go to the board. So got it pulled up on the map. We'll zoom all the way out, kind of show you. So if you're looking at your board, we're kind of in the northeast section of the metroplex. So just to the east of McKinney, north of Rockwall, east of kind of Wiley-Sachs area. We're right out here kind of on Lake Lavon. So you've really got two, if you're looking for boating, jet skiing, water skiing, like you're looking for a place to hang out and do some fun recreation on the weekend. Being here would be great because you've got really close access to Lake Lavon. I mean, it literally sits on the edge of Lake Lavon. Or one of the other ones that people love is Lake Ray Hubbard. So you could easily get down to both of those relatively quickly, easy. If you've got a boat or you want to launch it, both of those have public boat launches, or you could of course rent a slip whatever you want to do. If you're wanting to, have a boat or rent a boat or whatever, there's an option there. As far as when it comes to schools, locations, grocery store, shopping, things like that. So you can kind of see on the map, the red dot is where this community is. This right about, you got to cross 380, and it's right here. We're gonna call this school. So we'll call that area school. As I zoom in, you can also see there's a Brookshire's there. So if you've got kids, you're gonna wanna be, again, you'll just go right to 380. You've got a Brookshire, so you've got a grocery store. You've got a couple gas stations, and you've got a few, let me clear my, right in here, you've got a few restaurants. So you've got an Exxon, dance studio, you've got Sonic, super important. If you wanna come back south the other direction, I would tell you your best options for like a Walmart, I think a Target, maybe not Target, Walmart, grocery, shopping, restaurants, all of that. That's gonna sit, you've got two options really. You can come down into Wiley, or you can kind of come down into Rockwall. So you're gonna make this drive down Highway 78, and this is a 2-lane road going both directions. So you're gonna have a little bit of traffic. It is considered a state highway. You wanna come to Rockwall, you could easily jump down 205, get down to places like the harbor, or there is Target in Rockwall. There's eventually going to be a couple things that are eventually gonna show up on the map. HEB. If you're from Texas, you know what HEB is. If you're not from Texas, it's like the glory of heaven. It has a grocery store. So there's gonna be an HEB right there. There's also gonna eventually be IKEA. Both of those are coming right here next to kind of the Rockwall Fate area. So you'll have those close by. Again, you come straight down 78. You've got restaurants. Can't spell, food, and shopping. Quick access to all of those things coming down Highway 78. I also want to show you option-wise, if you're thinking you've got to drive and you're like commuting into work, what are your best options going to be? You could do two things. You could go, depending on where you work, you could go up 78 and then get on 380. It's a major road, you could do that route, or you could come down 78 all the way down to George Bush. This is a toll road, so just be mindful of that. If you're moving into that area, you probably want to have a toll tag. Realistically, if you're moving anywhere in North Texas, super important, have a toll tag, because there's enough toll roads here that it makes sense. So you've got easy access there. Like I said, 380 runs all the way up into 75, and then of course you can come south there, or you can take it all the way across to the Dallas North Tollway. So you've got options. It's not gonna be a super great commute, but you do have easy options close by. The other thing I thought that was interesting, I actually wanna show you, can I figure out, let's see, let's zoom it in, oop, too far. Now let's do street view. So kind of give you an idea. When I tell you this is the first phase of a community, like when we're looking at this view is from April of 2023. They don't even have the sign done yet. That's how new this community is. We can't even go back there yet on the roads. So, but give me an idea, Highway 78, you've got, I think it's widened now. It's not one lane either direction, but in some spaces it is major thoroughfare through there. Let's go and find, I want to give you I told you there's not a ton going on in Farmersville, but as you can see, this is the new school. It's being renovated. It's kind of the main road that comes through. You got houses, and then right over here, there's a little bit of restaurants. There's a diner. I think there's a Family Dollar, because you always got to have a Family Dollar. So if you're thinking about moving in this direction, it's kind of just gives you some perspective of what you can expect. So you're going to get the lower prices,
But the trade-off is you're gonna have to drive a little ways for fast food, for restaurants, for dining, for shopping, for things like that. You have options driving back toward McKinney, driving down toward Saxe or Wiley, or even driving even further down to Rockwall. So it's not like you're in a wasteland. I just know that the trade-off is you're getting good pricing, but you're gonna have to drive a little ways to get back to work and things like that. But this is one of those spaces that when you look at the map as a whole, this sort of area right here, so Rockwall up through here, I think you're gonna see a lot of growth happen there over the next decade. And this is really just kind of the front end of it. So if you can get there and ride the wave out, it might be a really good option. So let's go back, let's see some more houses, let's talk some more about the neighborhood and keep going. So come on.
Okay, so we've looked at the map, we've talked about amenities, we've talked about location. I wanna also show you kind of what they're showing on their websites, both Meritage and Trophy, as what's available, kind of give you some of the renderings for the community. Again, just trying to give you as full of a picture as I possibly can. So I'm gonna share my screen. So this will kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at on Lakehaven. So this is kind of, this is the resort style pool, basketball courts, tennis and pickleball, playgrounds. It's gonna be right in the heart of the center of the community. You get green spaces, playgrounds, all that fun stuff that goes on in these master plan communities. Also wanted you to see, before I show you some of the homes, like I said, we were talking about this being the first phase of a neighborhood. So this just kind of gives you an idea of the homes that are currently available, the homes that are sold. So they've sold, a handful, what is that, 110, 12 maybe, and then future developments in just this phase. And as you kind of saw in the drone, it's going to massively wrap around in that area. So there's going to be a lot of building that happens here in Lakehaven. So this is just on Trophy site. So 337, 347, 274. This is that one that we were talking about. That's the smaller 40-foot product. So I want to click on that, just kind of show you. So yeah, got the siding. So not a bad house. I also want to show you some of the other options that they've got listed on the Trophy website, as well as on the Meritage website, just so you kind of see. And of course, this is always going to change. This is always going to update. They're going to have more available as they come. Trophy is definitely going to build more inventory style. And so like we've talked about, you're not going to really pick, but we've got a 4, 2.5, 2247 for 337, 269, 269, 449. That's the big boy. 284, 334, so 4, 2.5. This is a 2-story plan. Kind of give you an idea here. So 2-car garage, half bath, master, down, and then all of the rest of your bedrooms are going to be up. So loft with 3 bedrooms upstairs. So that gives you some options if you're looking at Trophy. Again, going to be more of kind of a modern finish out. If we want to look at Meritage, we can see some of their floor plans as well. This is what we're talking about. So monthly HOA, 62.5, we'll call it $63 a month. And then your approximate tax rate is 2.72. So that does include all of the taxes. So you can kind of figure that accordingly. And then of course, once you take your homestead exemption, that will help a ton as well. So some of their floor plans, I think they're going to actually add some more, because this is just showing right now on their website. They're just showing the Premier Series, which I think is their top line floor plans, but I think they're actually going to add some additional product lines out here that'll be at a lower price point. So just looking at floor plans, we've got stuff starting 366, 403, and then of course topping out at 478, and 478 for almost 3,500 square feet. So 3,429, 5 bed, 4 bath. Let's see if we can take a look at what this floor plan will look like. So this would give you that 3-car garage, bedroom downstairs, flex space, primary bedroom, game room, and media room, and then 3 more bedrooms and 2 bathrooms upstairs. Again, at 478. So probably once they finish it out, probably 490, maybe 500, maybe depending on how they do it. That would not be a bad spot at all. To get all of that house for that price point, because that same home, going a little bit further north into McKinney,
or Anna is probably going to be well over 600, which is crazy. So kind of shows you what you can get in terms of, again, being willing to be a little further out. On their quick move-ins, a couple different options, 366, 408, 403. So third car garage option, 2477 square footage, 4.3 at 408. So with that third car garage, could be a steal of a deal. And again, as soon as they release more of their floor plans, I think we'll have those to come back and look at as well. So tons of options. Either one of these builders I think would be a solid choice if you're looking to be in the Farmersville area. So that was Lakehaven. Like I said, there's another Meritage house there. There's Meritage there, Meritage there. So you can kind of see the difference. A really great option if you're looking for something semi-affordable and you either work in, Plano, anywhere really in Collin County, McKinney, or you work from home, or you're wanting to drive. Like I said, you've got 4-day school weeks. When we talked about school district, we did talk about the downsides of not a lot of grocery stuff around, but that's okay. You can drive. You're close to the lake, so being on Lake Lavon gives you a great opportunity to hang out and do some recreational stuff, fish, jet ski, all that other good stuff. So I wish I could tell you, hey, here's what the incentives are all the time, but I can't. Why? Because they change. So I can tell you what they are right now. And right now it's like a $599 rate with trophy and like $30,000 with Meritage. But here's the thing, those things change all the time. Inventory changes all the time. Best way to get connected with that is to connect with me. So contact information right at the bottom of this video. Reach out, call, text, email. If you want to buy new construction here in DFW, I'm your person. That's what I specialize in. So I'm here to be helpful, here to provide value, here to help you walk through that transaction, make sure you get the best deal possible. But of course, can't do that if you don't reach out. So thanks for hanging out today. We will continue to put out really cool content, really cool videos here in DFW. If you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. If you've already bought in this community, I'd love to hear about it. I always love hearing about what's going on in communities after people move in. So, and if you see me out in the wild, say hey. Super friendly. Love to talk. Hey, we'll see you in our next video. Bye for now, friends.